Hi, and welcome to Friday How to Play with Salomé. I'm Salomé Martinez. Have you ever wanted to run a luxury cruise ship, juggling passengers, luggage, and last-minute room changes, all without the seasickness? Well, now you can. It comes Sail Away. Designed by Sashi and Daryl Chow and published by Sashi and Sashi, this cozy, puzzly game is for 1 to 4 players and puts you in charge of getting guests to their cabin, managing the chaos, and racing other players for points. Just don't forget to plan ahead, or you'll be stuck with the crowd of cranky passengers and no place to put them. Think you've got what it takes to keep things sailing smoothly? Well, there's only one way to find out. Come grab a seat with me at the table, and I'll teach you how to play Come Sail Away. To play this delightfully quirky game, we must first start with the setup. You and each player will start by choosing a set of tiles and rooms of the same color. You'll get 1 grand staircase, 5 guest cabins, and 10 facilities numbered 1 through 10. To build your ship, you'll use all 5 guest cabins and just 5 facilities. Pick the same 5 facilities as everyone else. For your first game, use facility tiles 1 through 5. Which is what we'll be using for this setup. Then, place your grand staircase in the center of your play area and build your ship around it, using your selected 10 tiles in this configuration. Now, everyone grabs their luggage track, bow and stern boards, and disgruntled passenger tile and arrange them like this to complete their ship. And voila, your floating puzzle palace. Each player will take 1 luggage token and place it on the far left of the luggage track. We will shuffle up the small cabin tiles and hand out 5 to each player. You'll line them up above your luggage track. In the center of the table, place the common board and the plastic pier and toss all of the passenger tokens into the pier. Place the numbered tokens that match your chosen facilities, in this case 1 through 5, blue side up here on the common board, and place the 12 bonus scoring tokens nearby. And last but not least, shuffle the deck of 60 passenger cards and deal 2 cards to each player, placing the remaining cards face down on the common board. And we're all set. Let the boarding begin. The object of the game is to guide passengers onto your cruise ship smoothly and score big while doing it. You'll earn points by filling cabins, by grabbing bonuses for beating others to certain rooms, and advancing the luggage track by helping passengers with their bags, all while trying to keep them content and smiling, because nothing says vacation vibes like a ship full of happy travelers. At the end of the game, the person with the most points wins. In Come Sail Away, you'll play through 12 rounds, each with 5 quick phases that you will play out. Phases 1 through 3 will be done simultaneously, where phases 4 and 5, the players will carry out these phases together. At the start of each round, you will begin with phase 1, choosing a card. Pick one of your 2 passenger cards to play this round. These cards show 2 to 4 passengers in various colors and 1 luggage symbol. Once you choose your card, you'll move on to phase 2, placing passengers. Once you choose a passenger card, take the passenger tokens from the pier that matches the color shown on the card. If you're new to the game, it can help to place the tokens directly on the illustrations on the card, just to keep things clear. Now here's the important part. You have to follow the order of the passengers on the card when placing them on your ship. You can go from left to right or right to left. But once you choose a direction, stick with it. To start placing passengers, pick any one room on your ship. That can be a guest cabin, facility, or even the grand staircase. Once you've picked your starting room, place either your leftmost or rightmost passenger there. You cannot place passengers on the 4 empty rooms in the bow and stern of the ship. From there, continue placing the rest of your passengers one by one in a snake-like pattern. Each one must go into a room that's vertically or horizontally adjacent to the last one. If you're placing a passenger on the grand staircase, which covers 2 spaces, it still counts as just 1 tile. After that, you can place the next passenger in one of the two rooms above, two below, or one directly to the left or right. Diagonal placements are not allowed, so you can't do something like this. You also can't place a passenger right back into the same room. I mean, just like the ship, you want to keep the passengers moving forward. Cards with only two passengers are special. They can be placed anywhere in any order. So I can do this. Each room on your ship has its own personality and its own rules for placing passengers. Each room tile has a certain number of passenger spots, and they'll be themed to match the room, like doors or seats or even parasols. You'll also notice some handy icons and numbers in the corners. For instance, this one here lets us know the room type, the score you'll receive by completely filling up this room, the effect you'll gain if you completely fill in this room, and this here is the facility number. Let's go over how to place passengers in the guest cabins. The basic facilities, that's rooms 1 through 5, and the grand staircase. Each room on your ship has its own rules for placing passengers. Tiles show a set number of spots often themed to the room, like doors, seats, or parasols. You'll also see helpful icons and numbers in the corners. Let's take a quick tour of how to place passengers in guest cabins, basic facilities, rooms 1 through 5, and the grand staircase. For the advanced facilities, you can learn their placement rules on page 16 of the rulebook. For the guest cabins, you will place a passenger that matches the color of the 3 doors. If you place a luggage passenger in a cabin, you will move the luggage token up the luggage track, 1 space. To place a passenger in the dining room, that's facilities 1, 3, and 5, the 2 passengers at the table have to be the same color, but each table must be a different color. Facilities 2 and 4 are salons, and the placement rule is each of the 4 seats hold a passenger of a different color. And finally, the grand staircase. Here you can place as many passengers as you like, but only up to 3 colors total. Passengers can be a bit picky, and if you can't place a passenger following the tile's placement rules, you have to put that passenger on your disgruntled passenger tile instead. Keep placing the rest of your passengers as normal. If another passenger can't be placed properly, you have to send them to the disgruntled tile as well. At the end of the game, every passenger on your disgruntled passenger tile will cost you points, so try to avoid making them grumpy. Now we're on to phase 3. This phase has 2 steps. Step 1, advanced luggage, and step 2, full occupancy. After placing all passengers from your card onto your ship, check if the luggage passenger, that's the one with the little suitcase icon, was placed into a guest cabin of the same color. You only get to check for the advanced luggage once per player per round. If you have placed a luggage passenger into a guest cabin, congrats! You'll advance your luggage token 1 space to the right on your luggage track. If you land on a blank space, nothing happens. If you land on a space with points, you'll score those at the end of the game. And if you land on a space with an effect icon, you get that effect right away. This icon allows you to add a small cabin. You'll choose one of the 5 small cabin tiles sitting on the top of your luggage track and place it onto one of your 4 empty spots on the bow or stern of your ship. Once it's placed, it becomes an official part of your ship. Small cabins are like guest cabins, but smaller. Fill them with passengers matching the door color. And if you place a luggage passenger, you get to advance the luggage token on the luggage track. You'll only be able to build up to 4 small cabins during the game, so 1 tile will still stay behind unused, so make sure you choose wisely. Small cabins are connected to other rooms by little hallways on your board, so each one is adjacent to 2 guest cabins or facilities. Plus, if you build both cabins in a pair, they'll be adjacent to each other as well. Remember, you can't place passengers on those empty bow or stern spaces until you've actually built a small cabin there. No phantom room service is allowed. These other icons let you add additional passengers. If you land on this icon, you get to take any colored passenger from the pier and add it to any room on your ship. If you land on this icon, you get to take any colored passenger from the grand staircase or from the pier and add it to any room on your ship. If you land on this icon, you get to take any colored passenger from the disgruntled passenger tile or from the pier and add it to any room on your ship. And finally, this icon allows you to either take any colored passenger from the pier, the grand staircase, or from the disgruntled passenger tile and add it to any room on your ship. When placing any additional passengers, follow normal placement rules for each room. Also, it is not necessary to place them adjacent to the passengers you placed this round. And remember, these are bonus passengers and are not considered luggage passengers. After you have advanced your luggage token and taken any bonus effects, or if you did not manage to place a luggage passenger into a guest cabin, you will move on to step 2, full occupancy. In this step, you will check your ship to see if you've completely filled any rooms with passengers. If you have, flip those rooms face down and return all passengers from them to the pier. Then apply the reward based on the type of room. If you fill the guest cabin, you will advance your luggage token 1 space per completed guest cabin on the luggage track, just like you did in step 1. And don't forget to immediately apply any effect you land on before continuing. If you have a facility that's full, you'll flip it face down, return the passengers, and don't reveal which facility you've completed until you claim the reward during phase 4. If you have a fully occupied small cabin, simply flip it and return the passengers to the pier. As the game goes on, more rooms will be flipped face down. These rooms still count when placing passengers, and you can't skip over face down rooms when moving passengers around. And since there are no open spaces, placing a passenger there is considered an illegal move. Therefore, you'll have to place your passenger onto your disgruntled passenger tile. So make sure you plan your routes carefully before moving on. We now move on to phase 4, claim in-demand bonuses. Once all players have finished phase 3, it's time to claim those juicy bonus points. Each player announces the number or numbers of the facilities they fully occupied this round. If there's a matching bonus number token on the common board that's still face up, flip it face down. And boom, you get a bonus scoring token. If multiple players completed the same facility number, no worries. Everyone still gets bonus tokens. You can claim more than one bonus in a single round if you've completed multiple rooms or multiple facilities in that same round. So make sure you rack them up. Bonus scoring tokens are unlimited, so there's no need to panic. If you run out, just use a clever substitute. If the number is already flipped, sorry, no bonus token this time. After everyone has gained or not gained their bonus scoring token, we move to the final phase, phase 5, pass and draw. In this phase, we prep for the next round by passing our unused passenger card and drawing a new one. First, each player places the card they just played next to their bow board. This helps track how many rounds have passed. Then, pass your unused card to the player to your left, and you'll draw a new one on the top of the deck. You should now have 2 cards again, just like before, and you're ready for the next round. Everyone should do this step at the same time to keep the table in sync. If you place 12 cards next to the bow board, you've made it to the end of the cruise. No more passing, no more drawing. It's time to tally up your final score and see how smooth your sailing really was. You'll start by adding up the points shown in all the face-down rooms on your ship. These are the rooms you fully occupied and flipped. Then count 1 point for each passenger still in a face-up room on your ship. Do not count the passengers on the grand staircase. Next, add up all the bonus scoring tokens that you've collected. They're worth 3 points each. Now check your luggage token. You'll score the number printed on the highest space your token has passed or landed on. And unfortunately, you'll have to subtract 1 point for each passenger on your disgruntled passenger tile. I hope you're not too disgruntled about that. Or that lame joke. Finally, add everything together to get your final score. The player with the highest total score wins. If there's a tie, the player with the highest full room score wins. Still tied? The player with the fewer disgruntled passengers wins. And if you're still tied, you've officially maxed out your guest satisfaction score. Go ahead and share the victory. You've earned a complimentary imaginary mint on your pillow. And that's how you play Come Sail Away. I'm Salomé Martinez, and I want to thank you for setting sail with me today. And I hope you get to teach others and have no disgruntled players at your table. Until our next Friday How to Play, remember to learn, play games, and always have fun. Adios.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.